Hey everyone, welcome back to Nutrition Made Simple, a video series where we take a look at ideas surrounding natural health topics, and then we break them down into easy to understand and actionable steps that pretty much anyone can take. I'm joined today by Katie Coleman. She's the co-owner of Nutrition World. She's a mom and just an overall great person. And for the month of August, we've actually been taking a look at some back to school essentials. So far we've taken a look at how to help your kids to focus as they go back to school through natural ways. We've taken a look at some immune basics. But this week, we wanted to just talk about some of the different kids products that we actually have in the store and the effect that they can have on their health as they go back to school. So we're going to get right into it. We've got a lot of things to cover. So Katie, what's up first? What do you have for us?
Yeah, so if you guys have caught some videos of Brian and myself together, you've probably noticed a slight trend of me loving to discuss skincare and shampoos and body washes and that whole industry. I find it fascinating, but I also find it kind of a missing link sometimes in a place people don't know where to start. It's overwhelming. There's so many options out there. There's Ulta, there's Targets, there's wonderful, beautiful branding. It's just like, where do we begin?
Right.
And so for me, this is kind of a subject that isn't always chatted on, and yet it can have a big impact on our health, but really on our kiddos' health.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear a lot from moms about a child that has dry skin, a child that has eczema, psoriasis, irritation, dermatitis. And I can't help but just, I want to look to the food, of course, first. I want to look to what's going inside of their bodies, but also let's think about what's going on the outside of their bodies. Mm-hmm. And so when I started building up the skincare and external section for babies and their daily use products, I was like, this is a big missing link in this whole movement of bettering the health of us and of our children. And so I really would love to start with something. Let's just talk about like their bath time. Like, what would we use for a baby, a toddler, or a young child in the bath? And so absolutely love Alaffia's bubble bath. Just love it. Love the smell of it. This is a eucalyptus mint. So first ingredient on this is lemon balm. Second ingredient is shea leaf. So 2 plant extracts right there at the very top of the list. That means that that's the majority of what is in this bubble bath. My son loves it. The bubbles are great. I couldn't say enough about this. So love that one. Carina Organics. This is a really outstanding line, and we carry a lot of the hair care, skincare, hair gels, hairspray in our store. This is a baby shampoo and a body wash, so this can kind of double as effect for the whole body, a head to toe kind of wash. Now, I've used this on my little one since he was probably 2-3 months old, I would say. And I don't know why I didn't use it before then. I just had used something else. But once I found this, I was absolutely sold on it. So coconut oil based cleaner inside of it, pine extract, magnesium oil, chamomiles, nettle, dandelion. And what's really cool, I've never seen this before in something that is not just a Johnson & Johnson baby shampoo that says it's tear-free. The reason that's tear-free is because it has a numbing agent that goes over the eyes. This is actually an extra gentle tear-free baby shampoo, but with no numbing agent.
Nice.
How cool is that? And then lastly, just to call out one more brand that I think is outstanding, Vermont Soap. It's an unscented body wash for kids. And again, looking at ingredients, aloe, coconut oil, shea butter, olive oil, glycerin, organic shea butter, calendula, and rosemary. Simple.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right. So as we know, summer's almost over technically, I guess, but we still have a lot of kids playing outside. There's still a lot of outdoor activities. And with that, there's the danger of sun damage plus bug bites.
Totally.
So you've got a couple things for us in that category, don't you?
I do. Yeah, I brought my favorites. And so this category is dominated by a brand called Badger. So love Badger. Badger makes a baby sunscreen, but they also make a kids, they make an adult, they make a clear zinc formula. Let me just describe real quickly about sunscreen. So there's 2 ways to block the sun. There's a chemical agent that can go in and actually change the way that you absorb the sun's rays. And so that's more like the titanium dioxides, and that's a different type of chemical agent that we don't carry at our store. And then there's actually a barrier agent. That's the other way that you can block the sun, is you literally are just putting a barrier to where the sun can't go really into the cells and into the skin. And so these are based upon the barrier method. And so these are made from zinc oxide, the non-nanoparticle zinc oxide. The cool thing is, we think of zinc and we think of everyone with their white noses, or we think of like really pale faces because the zinc doesn't go in. Well, Badger now makes clear zinc, and it actually is a lot clearer. I can't say it's perfection, but I can say that it goes in quite well. So it's a non-nanoparticle, so it's not going to go into the cells and interrupt their normal function. It's just going to sit on the skin, sit on the layers. And then the inactive ingredients, which is so important inside of your products, because that's a big chunk of what's going into your list, is sunflower seed oil, beeswax, vitamin E, chamomile, and calendula. And that's it.
Super clean.
Super clean. And then for bugs, the bug spray by Badger, just my absolute favorite. Essential oil based, lemongrass, rosemary, cedarwood oil, peppermint, citronella, and geranium. Safe for little ones, safe for the whole family. The whole family loves it. We don't get bug bites when we put this on.
Yeah, it works surprisingly well. I'll be honest, that's what I carry in my bag. I played disc golf a lot, and so that has a permanent home in my bag and works great. All right, what's next?
Let's chat about I would love to chat about this. We were actually speaking about this before we came on the screen here. And so detergents. So detergents are something we often think about, like, oh yeah, we use that. It goes on our clothes, but does that really go on our skin? Does it actually affect our health? It does. It does. If we can still smell our laundry and we can still know that fragrance and that scent is stuck onto the laundry, then that means it's going to go onto our skin. Now, I never want to live in a place of fear or over-analyzing of everything in our environments, because that's not being ultimately healthy. But what I love to do is offer a alternative. And so here's the alternative that we found. I do love another brand called Molly Suds. It's a powder, but I'm being very honest with that. Some people don't want to use powders, and some people want that fragrance that's still clean smelling, but also can they find it where it's natural? Well, I didn't think those worlds existed, so I thought we had to go with the Molly's powder. Still like the Molly's powder, but happy that we could find something that kind of blended both worlds. So someone that's coming off of like the Gain detergents, or the we were speaking about the Dreft baby brand of detergent that sadly is full of a lot of toxins. We were looking at the EWG report. It was, what was it on there?
It's an F.
Yeah, it's an F. So for reproductive toxicity, what did it say? Asthma, respiratory. So our little babies, when they're born, their little blood-brain barriers aren't closed yet. That means that their skin, anything that's going on them, anything that's going inside of them, it's going straight up through the brain, and it's passing into basically everywhere of their body, because they don't have closed receptors yet to be able to move things out the way that we do as adults. So laundry detergent's really, really important, especially for babies that seem to have the eczema and the psoriasis and it can't really get figured out. I would always start with looking at your detergent. So Attitude brand is one that I trust fully. It's energy efficient for your whatever kind of nice machine you have. Smells delicious. We smelled it before, but it's also safe, and so that's the big part of that.
All right, since we're already talking about eczema, we still have a couple more topicals that we need to talk about. This one in particular, right?
Yeah, this one's amazing, by Babo Botanicals. They kind of specialize in the baby, kids, family department of skincare. They make a colloidal oatmeal based eczema remedy, and so it's for cracked skin, eczema, irritation, itching, chapped lips, and diaper area. I've heard really wonderful reviews from customers and clients that have come into our store from this. And then the rest of the ingredients, again, looking at the inactive, everything is readable to the eye. So there's not going to be one thing in here that you would say, what is that? I don't understand. Yeah.
Perfect. All right, so I have a new 3-month-old at home. We're changing diapers on the regular, to say the least. And diaper rash is obviously a real thing. And we're always looking for better products than what you might find in the big box stores. And you've actually got something, right?
We do, yeah. So back to the Badger brand again. They just kind of, they make great zinc products. And so again, you need a barrier agent when you're dealing with diaper rash, because you kind of essentially just want to create a barrier between the urine and the poop, and then their little bottoms and their little area. And so, you get to the diapers as quick as you can, but as moms and as parents, you can't get there every minute of every day to get it immediately. And so you want to create as best of a barrier as you can. So this is the zinc oxide based diaper cream with sunflower, beeswax, and calendula. I've used it for all 2 years of my little son's life, and if there's ever been a diaper rash, it clears it up within one use, or to prevent it, it does great, and we've had very few diaper rashes.
Now, some people may not be familiar with calendula. Could you just tell us a little bit about that and why it's so important?
Yeah, so calendula is one of my favorite herbs to use on the skin because it has a healing property that really helps the skin draw new cells and new layer of skin cell shedding, so that it creates this like healing effect essentially to the skin. It's great for burns. It's great for people that have had a little surgery and they need to heal from it. It's great for wounds. Not an open wound. You would kind of want it to have already done its first few healing stages, but to finish the healing process. So calendula actually has a healing effect for the diaper area.
Okay, awesome. We all know that essential oils are very popular right now, but what people may not know is that not all essential oils are actually safe for kids and babies. But we have a couple that are definitely safe for 3 months and above. Okay.
Yeah. I love this topic. And so essential oils for a little while became kind of like everybody used them in high quantities on everything, thinking every single one was safe, that all dogs could breathe it, all cats could breathe it, all kids. And the reason that it's not that they're deemed unsafe, because they are plant medicine, but it's still a form of medicine. And so why is it a form of medicine? It's because it's so potent. Right. It's so
highly concentrated.
Yeah, it's so concentrated. And so, we love the smells that they bring us, but they actually are changing our chemistry. Lavender passes through the blood-brain barrier that I was mentioning earlier. That means it can actually change the chemistry of our body and our reaction and our nervous system. Okay. So we have to use these things cautiously, but also in a in a respectful way, I would say. Right. So Pranarom, our lovely essential oil line that's fully organic in our store, makes a sleep remedy, a purify remedy, and then a play remedy. And so love the sleep. We've diffused it for my little boy for most all of his life. A purify remedy, if there was a little cold or sickness going around the house, or during the times of winter time and sickness, I think that's great. I didn't bring the play because most kids love to play so much that you can use other remedies to help the aspects that you want. But these were not just chosen with just silly names on the front. They actually have the essential oils that help with these
exactly.
With these goals that you have in mind, sleep or purify.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And of course, supplements are high on our list as well. That's a big part of what we do as business. And there are a few essentials for kids that are really important. We actually have some that are specifically designated for kids and babies.
We do. So the baby line, I'll talk about it first. So Garden of Life makes this liquid baby line, and they make a multivitamin. They make a probiotic. They make DHA. They make vitamin D. And I believe that's the four SKUs that they make in this line. What I love out of this is on the side, it's going to say that it is safe from, I think it's going to say, this one's safe from birth and up.
Oh, wow.
And then this one's safe from 6 months and up.
Okay.
So how cool is that if we question, is our baby getting all the nutrients they need? Are they going through a picky phase? Are they, still just on formula or breast milk, and is everything in there that we need? We can make sure we give back by giving these nutrients. They're 100% organic, non-GMO, all food sourced, which is phenomenal. Awesome. Yeah. So I love that. And then for the older ones that can chew gummies, I love their gummy line because they're sugar-free, so kids are already getting too much sugar in their diets generally, but these taste delicious, so they're going to think that there's sugar in them. So 0 sugars added, or 0 sugars at all, which is great. They make vitamin D, they make vitamin C, there's an elderberry, and then there's an immune gummy that has vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc. And I love that formula. And so these are just going to be once the children can chew and chew up the little gummy. So my son started about 1.5 years chewing these daily.
Perfect. Anything else?
I believe.
Did we miss anything?
We missed one. So we missed the toothpaste. So I love this toothpaste. So I don't know, a lot of moms may not know where to begin with a kid toothpaste. Like, I know when my son started brushing his teeth, most of it was swallowed, right? So it's kind of like, let's get something that's real clean, because if majority is being swallowed and not being spit out, we kind of want to make sure ingredients are good. He still uses this brand to this day. It's called Jack and Jill. They make a blueberry, and then they make a strawberry that we have. And what's cool is it's a calendula based one again.
Nice.
So calendula is very healing for the gums. What's actually going to be doing the cleaning and the killing of the bacteria is the xylitol that's within this. So xylitol is wonderful for cleaning the mouth. Yeah. Wonderful. So I love that toothpaste. The tube lasts us forever, and that's even when he wants 2 or 3 times of putting it on the on the toothbrush. And so I hope, out of all of this, my goal was to really have the comprehensive list for mamas, so they weren't having to run to multiple stores, or they weren't having to make checklists of, did I order that from there? Did I go into this store to find this? I would hope that this could cover almost the majority, if not all, of a mama's list, so they really feel like we've done our homework and empowered them with the best choices for the family.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. We hope it was helpful. Of course, if you ever have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Come see us in store, check out some of these products, or you can look online at nutritionw.com/shop. And I will actually try my best to link each of these products in the description below so you can check them out for yourself. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.